Regina, so nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Please have a seat.
Selamat pagi.
Selamat pagi, so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Please make yourself comfortable and, thanks again for coming to see today to do this.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I can imagine you coming all the way here just for our interview. It's very
Yes. Of course. Where else would I be?
Yes, indeed. Well, I mean, you do have that show coming on tomorrow, or tonight, actually, this evening, right?
Yes, tonight. I'm very excited for it because I've never played in Indonesia. This is actually my first time here, so very exciting. My biggest listener fan base is actually in Indonesia.
Okay.
So,
really?
Yeah, actually Jakarta. So, yeah, I'm very excited to see how that turns out. Yeah.
Well, before we start, we'd like to introduce our guest for today. This is, of course, the C Morning Show. We have a singer and songwriter who is coming straight from Singapore, Regina Song.
Hi everyone.
And obviously, you may know her from her songs. Oh dear, I've forgotten the name of the song that's very popular on TikTok. The Two of Us, just us two.
Almost there. It's called The Cutest Pair.
The Cutest Pair. That's what it is. Oh my goodness, I was very close.
Okay, you're gonna like. Okay. Yes.
I am very, very sorry.
It's okay. No worries. It's okay.
But anyway,
I know that was my cue to say the song. Like, I know you were doing it on purpose so that I would say my own song.
Yeah. The Cutest Pair. So anyway, your upcoming concert in Jakarta, it's Fangirl the Tour.
Yeah.
This is your one of several stops, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes.
Do tell. How has the experience been?
So I've been to KL and Bangkok. Absolutely amazing. I've made a lot of new friends, and meeting the fans was so surreal to me. Like, because I've only really played shows in Singapore and like met Singaporean fans, but like seeing fans from overseas like know my music and like come for my shows has been very heartwarming. Okay. And then after that is Jakarta, which is tonight, and Manila.
Okay, fantastic.
Yes.
What was the theme of the tour, and how would you say it relates to your journey as an artist?
Wow.
Tough question from the get-go.
Yeah, it's like, what is the theme of the tour? The theme of the tour is like outfit and color scheme wise would be pink, because I really love the color pink, and I think because as a fangirl, we are very like fangirls are very girly, are very charismatic, so pink felt like the right color, and the theme of the tour, I like to ask my fans to dress in their favorite fangirl song, and this album is basically about my experiences as like a fangirl, and it's like the series, no, not series, sorry. It's the stages of being a fangirl.
Okay.
Yeah, so there are different stages. There's like the infatuation, and there's like the first one would be infatuation, second one would be the, like he's being a bit distant. That's weird. The third one would be, oh my god, I'm so sad. This is not gonna work out. The fourth one would be like anger. Anger comes first, then the sadness comes in, and then the last stage will be acceptance. Like, okay, I guess I'll always be this fangirl. What can I do? Yeah, and these stories are from when I was like 16, 17.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's actually like I've written a lot of these songs like quite a while back. Some songs are recent, some songs are like a while ago. So I guess I think it's very cool that this album kind of captures like the essence of my youth. Like I was always very like I always like had crushes from afar, and I always had like unreciprocated love, which is really funny. Yeah, so that is the theme of the album and how it came about. Yes.
Okay, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so just a quick question, obviously, kind of still related to Fangirl and the theme and the tour, and it sounds like in many ways then this album, first of all, and also the tour in general, it is quite personal to you.
Definitely. Actually all the songs are like autobiographical. Is that how
Mhm.
you say it?
Yeah.
So it's all about my experiences.
Mm.
Yeah.
Would you say it's kind of difficult in expressing it because of how personal it is, or are you more the kind of person who's very much welcome to, are you the kind of artist who's very much welcome to having, your audience, how do you say, your audience to feel close to you through your music?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's how I connected to fans.
Mhm.
Very much. I'm a big fan of like Taylor Swift and Olivia
Okay.
Rodrigo. Like their songwriting is very autobiographical.
Mhm.
Like it's very from their own life, from their own experiences, which is why I felt like I connected so much with them.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to achieve for my songs. Like I wanted that like very direct connection. And for me, I don't have difficulty doing that. I think it's
Yeah.
much more meaningful to do that.
Mm.
Yeah. So that just happens to be like the kind of songs and the style that I like to write in, which is very true to self,
Yeah.
very from my life. Yeah.
Okay. So you've been here, what, 4 days, 5 days now, thereabouts?
About 4 days in Jakarta. Yeah.
How's it been? Have you found kind of like your new friends here as well?
Oh
would you say?
yeah. So surprise, like very like interesting story. When I was in Singapore, I mean I was always in Singapore,
Okay.
but back in 2023, I went to this like TikTok like workshop kind of thing.
Okay.
And there were some like Indonesians, like some Indonesian artists, and I met them. We became friends,
Mhm.
and so now that I'm back here, I linked up with them again.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so we're really good friends. I love their energy. They've been really welcoming and like taking really good care of me. So yeah, I think Jakarta has one of my like I've made some really good friends here. Yeah.
No, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
I mean, but it seems like not only do you make new friends in the places that you go to, but a lot of your fans feel very connected to your music, I'm sure. How would you describe the connection that you share with your fans, and what do their support mean to you?
Oh
would you
wow! Oh, the connection is like it makes me want to cry. Like
Yeah?
when they tell me like their stories, like they tell me like, oh, I was going through a really hard time, but your album helped me, and like I listen to it all the time,
Mhm.
and I'm like, because it's so hard being an artist, not seeing the impact you've made on others' lives.
Mhm.
Like after a while, it becomes like a hustle, like a meaningless hustle. Like, oh my god, this is so pointless. It's just like numbers on my TikTok account. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
But like when you actually hear like someone connects so much with you and your music, it's like
Mhm.
you remind yourself why you set out to do. Why I reminded myself why I set out to do what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the connection is a very pure and very genuine. Like all my fans are very pure and very genuine.
Mm.
Yeah, which is a trend I've noticed and I'm very happy about because it's just so meaningful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I don't have like the right words to articulate it, but it feels like they're kind of like we have a soul connection, like we're like family, kind of like oh my god, like
Yeah.
thank you so much, like like the kind of thing, like yeah. So, very, it's a very. I feel like I feel like it's a deep connection. Yeah.
Do you kind of interact often with your fans after you finish a show? Like, do you talk to them? And stuff?
I have fan meets actually.
Okay.
So fans can like get a ticket for a VIP experience. So it is like I'll sign a poster and I'll be like, oh my god, hi, and then they'll like tell me like a lot of things. I'll be like, oh my god, and that's when I get to like interact with them.
Yeah.
And then we take a Polaroid together,
Mhm.
and then I signed the Polaroid as well, and then like. Yeah, so that is the fan experience, and I get to like interact with fans. Like it's a designated time to interact with my fans. So yeah, it's been very fun. Yeah.
Does
like,
it feel surreal?
Yeah, a bit. Like I can't believe I'm signing posters and Polaroids. Like this is what? Like this is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah. I guess as a fan, like as someone who was like a fangirl myself, like being the idol, it's a bit weird, but I'm getting used to it.
Yeah. You're a fangirl who has fangirls of your own, pretty much.
Yeah, it's really cool, really cool.
Yeah, that's nice. So you spoke earlier about how you've met and become friends with Indonesian artists, and I assume you must have already spoken to them about how the Indonesian music scene is. But I'm curious about your perspective. Like, how would you describe the Singaporean music scene in comparison with the Indonesian music scene? And would you say you can find any similarities or differences, first of all in the music, but also in the way that the fans engage in the music? Like you said earlier, Indonesian fans are very
enthusiastic.
Yeah.
I think I don't really know much about the Indonesian scene yet, but from what I know, it's definitely much bigger than Singapore's. In Singapore, our scene is small because our population is like 5-6 million. So it's hard. I guess it's harder to kind of be a Singaporean artist and just thrive in Singapore. It's a little bit harder just because of the numbers. Indonesia is much bigger, so definitely as a Singaporean artist, I love to come here because there's just much more people who can consume music in general. So yeah, I'm actually quite surprised that it, because when I'm just starting out, so I'm actually quite surprised that most of my listeners aren't from Singapore. Because statistically, it's like, oh, I'm a Singaporean artist, but just because Indonesia is much bigger, so most of them are from here, which is like, oh my god, like very cool. And I guess the difference would just be kind of the size of the population size. Yeah, that is just the main difference. I'm not so sure about like other like nitty-gritty stuff, but that I would say it's just that I think I might have to research a little bit more to find out what are really the differences.
I'm curious about one other thing as well. Obviously, you're let's say still in the beginning of your career in a way. You've been inspired by many artists. You spoke earlier about Taylor Swift. Is there a specific artist or any artist that you hope in the future you can collaborate with?
Ooh, there's so many. But I always like to say that it's my best friend. I would like to collaborate with her because her name is Ryu. Her name is Rain, but her artist name is RHYU. And she's amazing. She's so talented, and she's been like my support system for like the longest time. We grew up together, like in the same school. We met when we were 13, and I started writing songs with her.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's very special, and we've actually written a lot of songs together. We just like haven't had the time to put it out because we're busy with like our own projects, and like for some reason every time I want to put it out, it's like, oh, but there's this thing happening, and like, oh my god, yeah. And then when I'm like, okay, I'm free, I can release it now, she's like, oh my god, but I have this thing happening. It's like we haven't found the right time yet, which is like really sad. But one day I'm sure like we will start like our own like little duo collective because like we have been like this for like the longest time. So yeah, I would love to put out songs with her because she's just the best.
That's a really touching sentiment, actually.
Really? Yeah, it's really special because not everyone has like a best friend who also writes songs. It's crazy. Like it's like we're just the same kind of people. Like we're just like the exact same type of person. So yeah, it's fun.
If you were going to write songs with Ryu, what kind of songs would you write?
I think we're quite different. I'm more of like a singer-songwriter, pop girly with my guitar, but she's like the girl who sings ballads on the piano. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of that girl too, so that's where we overlap, and I think we would put out like a nice little ballad. But actually we did work on one song together, and it's more like a bossa, cute kind of song, and that we both are like really obsessed with. So maybe one day that song will come out. Yeah.
I'm very much looking forward to that.
Thank you.
What about your own future? What are your hopes for the future of your career? And perhaps if there is another thing as well, I'm curious about, what kind of message would you like to share through your music in the future too? And how do you think your music is going to evolve in the future?
Well, I have some song titles to share actually.
Okay.
So one of the first few songs in the track list will be a song called Kisses by the Shore.
Kisses by the Shore.
It's the very first song I wrote for my my first love. Yeah. And then there's a song called Fairy, which is my next single.
Okay.
It's a song about an ex-lover finding someone new, and everyone can see that this someone new is like a bit problematic.
Right, okay.
And everyone can see it but him.
Yeah.
And this song comes from a place of like concern and like yeah, it's like yeah, I don't care about you, but like very like actually this person cares. Like I care, and I'm just kind of frustrated about the situation. Yeah, and then my last song would be called it's called Love Me Again. So it's like a song about realizing this person has moved on, and you're like really heartbroken about it. Yeah, so these are the unreleased songs that I'll be playing at the show. Yeah.
They sound like really, deep personal stuff.
Yeah, they're all quite different. Yeah.
But like you said, being honest with your guitar and everything.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, anyway, before we finish the interview, I would like to play a little game with you.
Yeah.
Take away this little tablet here. I have
Oh my god.
next to me a fishbowl.
Oh my god.
And inside the fishbowl are some pieces of paper.
Oh my god.
I'd like to, it's gonna be okay. Nothing's gonna bite you. But I'd like you to take out 3 pieces of paper and say what the words are in those pieces of paper.
Okay. Interesting.
What's that one say?
Top.
Top. Can you show it to the camera? Top, it says. And the other one is, there you go, by all means. Just take any which one you want.
Oop. Got it in my sleeve.
Oh no.
Love.
Love, ooh. And one more.
Oh. I kind of want a hidden one. Okay. Girl. Oh my
Top
god.
love girl. There you go.
Yeah.
Now-
I'm a top love girl. Yeah. So true.
Actually, the challenge that I was going to give you is I would like you to incorporate these 3 words into a line of a song, and for you to sing.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Wow.
it can be a verse. It can be a verse. It can be a line. It can be an entire song if you'd like. Actually, we've got about we've got this room booked for about 2 hours. So if you want to, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. Top love girl. Like I have to come up with it now?
Yep. Right now.
What a challenge. Okay. Like I have to sing it too?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It doesn't have to be long. It can be about 5 seconds maybe. 4.
I see.
4 bars.
Okay. So it'll be I feel on top of the world when you pull me close. I love that I'm your girl. Yeah, that.
Well done. Fantastic. Lovely job.
Yay.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. If you ever need to find a way to come up with ideas for
Yeah,
lyrics,
no,
there you go.
I actually did this before for one of my songs.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's
Which one?
it's called Heartache Frenzy. It's
Okay.
like a little rock song, and I lucky dropped the chords to the
Wow.
song. Yeah, and I just like kind of arranged it. And I was like, okay, this makes sense. Yeah, so that's how the song came about. And it's one of my favorite songs because of that. Because I usually wouldn't write with chords like that, but because I did that, the song was very unique, I feel. So yeah. But
Well,
yeah.
I gotta say, I listened to that song, and
Oh.
I'm genuinely, I had no idea it would come out. It came out of like a random draw like that, because it just sounded really, well put together.
Oh, thank you.
That says a lot about you.
Thank you.
Regina Song, everybody. Thank you so much for coming
Thank
to
you
see
so
today.
much for
Best of
having
luck with
me.
everything.
Thank you so much.
And break a leg with tonight's show.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll be keeping this.
Yes, by
Yeah.
all means, please do it. Anyway, the C Morning Show will be right back on Seat today. In the meantime, don't forget to follow our socials. We're on Instagram, X, and YouTube. Our handle, of course, is @C Today News. Don't go anywhere.